Alright. What the heck is going on, everybody? We've got ourselves a very special show match straight out of StarCon, the StarCraft convention that actually covers StarCraft, unlike BlizzCon, that we held just about a week ago. Up here in the top left side, we've got Psystorm Gaming Spirit in the top left side of the map. He's going to be playing on a team with Special. This is Team Terran in the top left in the red. Down here in the bottom left in the teal, we've got Psystorm Gaming's MaxPax and Team Liquid's Skillus on Team Protoss. And in the bottom right side on Team Zerg, we've got Starlight Twinkle's Wayne, yes, best team name of all time, and of course Team Liquid's a Laser. So those Liquid teammates going to be fighting against each other. Now keep in mind, this is Beast of the Hill. It is a map which is a free-for-all map, but in this case it's a 2v2v2, so 3-team free-for-all fighting over this point. And you'll see this timer in the top right. When that hits 0, the players who are controlling the point get a point. Or let's call it a touchdown. They get a goal. They score a goal. And they're going to be able to do that at the 5-minute mark, the 9-minute mark, and then every 3 minutes after that, there's going to be an opportunity to score a goal. And there is a whole order of priorities of units, ground units, then cloaked ground, then air, then cloaked air. At the end of the day, basically, it's a free-for-all. But guess what? It is going to make it action-packed. You actually need to fight over this. First team to 3 goals combined will win. And also, as I'm pointing out in the in-game chat, hey guys, why has no one sent a worker to the middle? It's 10 minerals a second, which is the equivalent to about 10 or 11 workers mining off a base. It's massively, massively worth it. And it's going to go up plus 4 seconds at that 5-minute mark, and then another 4 at 9 minutes. So basically, the minerals per second you get for holding this is massive. It will not show up in the income, but right now Spirit gets a big bunch of minerals, and then MaxPax comes to contest it. Down the bottom, we've got Wayne coming in as well. So we've got the worker skirmish. As long as there's 2 on it, the point's contested, no one gets the income bonus. See right there, Spirit's got the income bonus for a few seconds, and he's actually hanging on to it. And he's also proxy barracks here. So he's going to push Marine straight to the middle of the map. A nice strategy for Spirit, saying, hey, you guys are all fast expanding. Look, Protoss is fast expanding. Zerg's fast expanding. Zerg's also found a gold base over here. This is a crazy map, by the way. Goat Punches, Gaudy Gardens, 6 gold minerals, 2 rich gases, a very valuable base. The Spirit's saying, well, if I just take the middle, this immediately gives me a massive amount of money, and then I can use that to maybe triple expand behind it or something like that. His teammate Special is playing a bit more conservative, walling off with a barracks, a bunker, a factory. Just trying to, you don't need the craziest defense. People usually aren't going to rush you. They're more interested in securing the middle in this map. Now, someone is pinging over here, realizing, hey, there's gold bases there, man. You got a gold base there, and there's a gold base with 2 rich gases. Is a laser taking this as well? Wait, so a laser's taking a gold base next to his gold base? And are they sending drones out to the left to try to... Wayne is going to try and take probably this gold rich gas base as well in front of the 2 Protoss players, which is a really dumb move, unless both Protoss players are playing Sky Toss. Now, keep in mind, guys, we talked about the priorities earlier. Air is only after ground and cloaked ground. So you're never going to be able to really win Beast of the Hill with air units. You can kill your opponent's armies, but they're always going to be able to run in and steal the point off you if you don't have ground as well. So going Sky Toss is very, very questionable. Skillus going for a fleet beacon there, and it is just straight Void Rays coming out for MaxPax. And they're both turtled up, which means they are letting a laser, or Wayne, sorry, the Zergs, take this base right in front of them. Now, up to this point, Spirit has got a massive income advantage on most players, but if we look at just the income tab in the top left, you can see he's only at 1,100 minerals or 1,000 minerals a minute, and that is because it doesn't take into account the 600 mineral a minute bonus that he's getting from this right now. So he's actually at about 1,600, which is about on par with the other players, but I really worry these gold minerals are already getting out of hand. A laser's already got this base up. He's transferring more workers. His mineral income is going to get to like 3,000 in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. And Wayne's will get pretty damn good as well if he's allowed to continue. I mean, I feel like the Zergs are being left to their own devices in the bottom right, and that is a problem. Special's going double battle cruiser. I love it, man. Dude, I love it. He's going double battle cruiser. That's very cool. Void Ray's going to come up to harass a little bit for MaxPax. Bunker will fend him off for now. Going to go around the left and maybe try to pick off an SCV or 2. Only 30 seconds until the first touchdown gets scored. And if you guys want to see the scoreboard, I have to go into the vision of the player to show it. It's not really built around an observer interface, this mode. But right now it's 0 for all sides. Remember, first team to 3 wins the game. Doesn't matter if you've got nothing but 1 building left. And 1 unit, if that 1 unit steals that last goal, you will end up winning the game. Spirit has now expanded. Looks like he's playing Bio into Factory now. 4 seconds left. No one's even trying to contest it. Do these players not know how to play this mode? They are giving Spirit a lot of bonus income. Normally when someone takes the middle like this, they do get a target on their back. And maybe that's why Max is harassing them, saying, hey, you guys are controlling the middle, I'm going to harass you. Meanwhile, the Zergs are just happy to get away with murder. They're stealing the gold minerals and the purple gas right in front of the Protoss players. And the Protoss players just aren't scouting. Down here in the bottom, it looks like something was happening. I'm not sure exactly what. Cannon killing his own gateway so he can get out front to expand here. Skillis' first carriers on the map. They're going to venture right to start harassing over there. Special, getting a little bit of trouble on himself, but with the battlecruiser coming down, he will be okay. He does lose a supply drop. Ooh, that's very expensive. Let's check in on that income tab really quickly. Oh my god, a laser's at 3,500. 3,600 minerals a minute. Dude, Wayne's at 3,000. The Zergs are going to destroy this game. I mean, I think you're okay to let your opponents take one goal, as long as you don't let them take a second. Because once they got a second, all it takes is one moment of inattention. They can sneak a third goal, and it's over. So the Zergs need to get a move on, and they need to crush this in 3 minutes time, just before the 9-minute mark. But oh god, wait, Wayne's under attack from those carriers. He's only got a Spore Crawler. Queen goes down, Spore Crawler goes down, the drones are going to start to die. Oh, these carriers kill another Spore Crawler that's trying to build. These Queens are going to go down. Transfuse will not be enough to save that. Notice how the carriers are staying on top, so the units cannot get the healing going. And this is a big lack of anti-air for them. A laser's trying to counterattack Skillis to pull his attention away, but they don't have the units right now to deal with it. The Hydroden's going to go down before he can build many Hydras. There's only 5 or 6 on the way. This is a big problem for them right now. And meanwhile, in the top left, Max is still fighting Special. With Terran and Protoss hatred runs deep. Don't forget that these players, they hate each other, man. They have been fighting wars of survival, the Terran and the Protoss, for thousands of years. Is it thousands of years? I don't know. Maybe they only met each other in Brood War, actually. Anyway, or StarCraft 1, I should say, even pre-expansion. Either way, they don't like each other on the ladder and in the competitive scene. Let's be real. The Terran and Protoss players always at each other's throats. Carrier's taking out the lair of Wayne. Wayne is taking massive damage. He does have big income, though. Him and Alaze are both at 80 and 88 drones. And it looks like finally the Queens and Hydras might be able to defend, but the Carrier's coming from the left as well. They might be able to do it. Interceptor's almost all dead from that right side. Infestor will come down with a fungal on those Interceptors. Could try to take them out. A few more spores would have been nice. Looks like it's just enough Hydras to hang on against those Interceptors, as they aren't really focused. They're all attacking different targets. Down here, it looks like a mass Zergling 1-1 attack for a laser is going to go in. There was only one cannon there. The probes all dying as they try to retreat. Oh, Skillis just took a brutal move, and the Void Ray is a little bit too slow to get down there. Eventually, the Zerglings will die, but it's going to take a while. Maxpax does find Wayne's expansion over here at the same time. Remember, guys, Spirit and Skillis, Spirit and Special, sorry, the Terrans haven't really dealt with that much. They're just chilling right now, other than a bit of Void Ray harassment. They are doing okay. The Protoss and the Zergs are kind of at each other's throats. The Zergs, though, are so far ahead on supply. At least the laser is 175 supply. He's almost maxed at 8 minutes. He's building Mass Corruptor right now to try and save Wayne, who is getting diddled by Skillis' carriers. But Wayne still has a fair bit of money and supply coming in. He's going to be able to rebuild as long as those Corruptors can save his bacon. Void Ray is moving up the left side right now. These guys have got to stop fighting. Guys, the win condition is the point in the middle. And don't get me wrong, the pros don't have a lot of experience on this map. And that was my whole idea. I like putting pros in unfamiliar circumstances, but it seems like Spirit has figured out the mechanic of the map and no one else has. It's 30 seconds left. They should already be breaking through the entrenchments around the middle. Otherwise, they're going to let the Terrans win without really fighting. But these players are at each other's throats. Remember, they are so programmed from their 1v1 competition that pros don't really have a lot of experience knowing how to win in these sorts of games and situations. Go middle, says Max. The laser says, yeah, good idea. They say while they're fighting each other's armies right now, but it's already time up. It's already time up. They get the middle point. The second touchdown is scored. The Terrans just kind of casually hanging out while the Protoss and the Zerg kill each other and going, I think too late, guys. You probably shouldn't attack me now. Skillis just moved commanded his carriers. They got caught by fungal and they got held in position. He just lost like 7 carriers. He was building them up all game. Skillis is now back below 100 supply. And remember, he's only on 3 bases. He just rebuilt his 3rd. Skillis just lost a giant army. And pure Void Ray is not that good here for Maxpax. Maxpax really needs to diversify. You can't just be building mass Void Rays. This is not a 4v4 in Bronze League, mate. Ultra Tech is on the way for a laser. Corruptors to deal with the air, Ultras to take the point on the ground. That's the way to do it. Enjoy skill, says Wayne. Wayne is maybe laughing at the carriers there, all getting caught. I think that might be a little bit of shade being thrown at Skillis. Yamato's going to come in for special. He loses a battle cruiser. Oh, and a second one does go down before it can teleport. Gotta watch out for those Flux Veins. Go fight before checkpoint, says a laser. I think they're trying to point out, hey guys, the Terrans are going to win. We need to go fight them right now. MaxPax tries to fight Marines with Void Rays. Not a good idea. He loses his mothership. Skillis's carriers almost die. These players are having an absolute disaster. The Zergs, it feels like are being so greedy, but at this point they have to clear out the middle. And they're just trying to wait for the other players to fight each other. Wayne says, I let you pass. I'm dead, no supply. Wayne, why are you taking the gold bases in front of the Protoss players and then complaining about them attacking into you? He's like, I'll let you guys pass. Yeah, you wouldn't have to let them pass if you didn't expand in front of their base, you absolute baboon, Wayne. I love you, Wayne. You're a good player, but I don't know if these guys know how to play this challenge. Special is going battle cruisers right now as well. Massive Bio Ghost Army for Spirit. If they can hold this middle for one more point, they win. Only a minute left. Guys, you got to do something about this. A laser and Wayne and the Protoss team, Protoss and Zerg, need to take the middle. If they let Terran just win uncontested, then basically it's proof that pro players don't know how to play StarCraft. It's proof that StarCraft pro players, basically, they've muscle memory learned how to click fast for 1v1, and they're absolute nincompoops when it comes to different game modes. And that's objective proof. This is how science works, guys. You throw people into one custom game they've never played before, and you draw harsh conclusions from it, okay? It's how you go. Oh, Widowmines there, carriers and Void Rays trying to fight the battle cruisers. It's a good idea to clear these battle cruisers. That is the Terran army. The Zerg is doing brutal run-bys right now, but they're not taking the middle. There's only 25 seconds left. You gotta go now, you absolute baboons. Guys, they're waiting so late. Oh my god, I think they've left it too late. They've left it too late. There's only 15 seconds left. Special and Spirit, if they hold this point, they will win the game. Vipers coming in. Blinding Clouds on top. The Lings trying to get on top. We need the Ultras on the point. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. The Ultras need to get on the point. They're on the point. The Ultras are on the point. Oh, and Wayne manages to take the point with an Ultralisk, or a Laser's Ultralisk. Team Wayne is the name of the team. It's bugged. Game bugged, says Special. He clearly had his units killed off that point in time. I apologize for the frame drops, by the way, guys. We are recording in in 4K, 40K bitrate, and I actually have it on windowed mode, which is not a good idea. Let me just freeze the game really quickly to fix that up so we can get slightly higher quality. All right, we're straight back into the action here, hopefully with a little bit of a higher frame rate after that. Nice win there, and honestly, I feel like the Skytoss can't really contest the points. The problem is, right now, there's two big threats for the Protoss. You've got Terran, who at any point can steal the point and win. But you've also got Zerg, who clearly have the most money. They've got the entire map to themselves. They're expanding all over the whole right side of the map. They've already mined a lot of your gold minerals out in the left side. And the Protoss players simply can't contest that number of Corruptors and Hydras, at least not until Skillis rebuilds. And right now, Skillis is very, very weak. He's only at 155 supply, not that much money. MaxPax still skirmishing in the top left with the Terran players. It's a very scary moment because the Zergs have unlimited money and they should be able to win this game, but they just need to make sure the Terrans do not capture any points in the top. Ling's trying to break down these rocks. Spirit does catch those Zerglings, starts to clean those up. Down here in the bottom left, the Protoss players do take out one of the Terran bases. Realizing the Terrans are at 2 points, the players are very much doing the right thing and trying to eliminate them or at least curtail their position on the map, reduce their economy, make them a little bit smaller in this game. Borrowed Zerglings get picked up there as well. We've got carriers in the bottom still skirmishing. Oh, Skillis still fighting with the Zergs on the edge of his territory. Gotta watch out there. Abduct's gonna come in. Grabs two of the carriers. The Corruptors come in. That's a 1v2. Hydra, Infester, and Corruptors. Skillis should not be fighting this on his own. Oh no, why is he out here? Getting a lot of his carriers caught. He's trying to defend this base, but he needs MaxPax to help him out. MaxPax comes in and starts swinging in to kill some of their bases to at least punish them. Some of the carriers survive for Skillis, but his supply back down to 125. He does not have as much money as guys like MaxPax or these absolutely ridiculously rich Zergs. The Zergs have 5 Ultras out right now. You probably want a lot more Ultras and Banelings so that you can push anyone else off the middle. Doesn't matter about being cost efficient. It matters about making sure Terran does not score a touchdown. Terran's coming forward right now. They're looking for that steal. They are looking for that steal. All it takes is one steal and they win the game. Their supplies are still pretty good. Spirit is maxed. Special at 170 of battle cruisers. The battle cruisers have 2-1 upgrades with +3 air on the way. 17 seconds left. We've got the Void Rays there. Where's the Zerg army? He's coming in from the right. Spore Crawler's coming in. Oh my lord. Here we go. Bio's coming in. The Ultra Baneling should easily be able to get the point if they all go for it. But there's only 5 seconds left. There's only 5 seconds left. Zerg goes for it. The Void Rays go for it. Oh, the Ultra Bane and the Hydras move on top, and the Zerg crushes that and then quickly gets out. Get in, take the point, and then get out of there. That's the way to do it. And like I said, Skytoss can't really contest that. So now you've got Terrans on 2 out of 3 goals, 1 goal from winning, and Zerg. And obviously, the Protoss are just stuck on 0, being like, oh god, like, I mean, I can't really choose one of you to gang up on. And remember what I said, Protoss needs a bunch of Archons or something really meaty. You can even try shading Adepts onto the point. That's something Ilias does, who's one of the best Beast of the Hill players in the world. Wins a lot of the little tournaments that get run by Hyper One of this map mode. Why would you hide Infestors and not use them before, says Spirit? They've been fighting the carriers in the bottom left the whole game, that's why. Wayne's like, mate, I've been locked in a survival for life against Skillus with both of us dicking each other. The Terrans are now scanning and seeing where all these bases are. You can see they're getting a sense for how encroached the Terran territory is on that top left. And in the top right, actually, the Zerg's going to start pushing into their territory as well. Lots of Zerglings going in for run-bys. Only 2 minutes until the next touchdown moment in this game that could potentially decide this match. Carriers going forward, battle cruisers as well. Yamato's spamming all over these units. Oh my god. Holy crudsickles. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. The Terran army taking a pretty good opportunistic fight. The problem is the Protoss is not the threat. Wait, why would you attack the Protoss right now? This makes no sense. Zerg is the one who's on 2 out of 3. But Special and Spirit, they see the carriers in the open, they say, let's take a fight. And it seemed like a good fight. But, oh, the carriers need to get out of there. That skill stays way too long with his carriers. Need to get out of it. At the same time, though, they get a lot of their economy taken down by Zerglings on the backside. They lose a lot of their army. Is it worth it? I mean, yes, they've hurt the Protoss, but the Zerg is the threat. I gotta say, once again, it feels like on the diplomacy side of a free-for-all, 1v1 pro gamers have 0 experience and really do not seem to understand you shouldn't be attacking the team on 0 points. I think they're overestimating the classic free-for-all where the Skytoss player is a big threat. It's not a threat in Beast of the Hill. Skytoss is the worst composition you could have gone for. Double Skytoss, especially terrible. But Spirit and Special waste their army on it. Now there's only 30 seconds left, and this is so easy for a laser to take. They've only got 5 Ultras, actually. 35 Hydras, no Banelings. They should get the Hydra Lurker on the point right now. Zerg can honestly 1v2 their armies. They can take on the Protoss and the Terran at the same time. The Protoss and the Terran are still fighting each other. I mean, I understand why the Protoss is fighting them. But you gotta realize, if you guys have been fighting, the Zerg is clearly stronger right now. You've got to stop fighting each other. You've got to stop the Zerg. But I mean, honestly, Terran or Zerg, whoever gets this touchdown will win the game. There's burrowed Zerglings up there that could come up at any moment. Yamato's going down on the Void Rays. These units have all been EMP'd. The Zerg comes forward. There's only 5 seconds left. Zerg should be able to take this. The Zerg's waiting too long. 2 seconds, 1 second. What the hell were they doing? The Terrans take the point. It's not even contested for a moment. I gotta rewind that and show you guys what were these Zerg players looking at. Let's go back even further. The timer is at 36 seconds. Let's go to a Zerg player's camera. This is Wayne's camera. No. Let's go to... Here we go. This is a laser's camera, guys. So a laser here. We can see in the bottom right what he's got selected. Corruptors, Ultras, Queens. And at like maybe 10 seconds, he should just be sending everything on the point. But they still don't have any Banelings and only 4 Ultras right now, which is a terrible comp for getting the point. You want like 12 Ultras to just push anything else off the point. 50 Banelings. And then here he starts moving up and then he pulls back. And then he pulls his spores away. He's just not keeping his eye on the timer and he just waits. And just waits too long. Wayne as well on the bottom also waiting too long. They're probably on voice chat shouting at each other. And literally Spirit and Special just walk forward and take the easiest point of all time. These pro players suck at diplomacy. All right, well, that was an absolute disaster. The Zergs had that win in the bag and they managed to fumble it. So we've actually done something special, guys. We've got the Protoss team down here, Skillus, Max in the bottom left in the red. We've got Wayne and a laser here, but guess what? We've actually sat out Special and Spirit, our Terrans who won the last round. They had to jet early on StarCon. But we realized that in the audience, during this this stream we did, this kind of fun convention stream, we actually realized there was 2 of the best Beast of the Hill players. They're both High Masters or Low GM. Zyad in the top right, or Zyadr on this account. And this is Ilias. Like I said, the best Beast of the Hill player who I've seen win like 3 different tournaments of Beast of the Hill. is the king of shading adepts on the point and stealing it at the last second. So this is going to be interesting because as cool as that is, best Beast of the Hill player, there's not a lot of high-level pros playing those tournaments. There's pretty much no pros. There's a few GMs, a lot of masters, a lot of diamond players. There's not that many. So are Ilias and Zayed actually good at this? I'm sure they'll be a bit better at the diplomacy, but normally they're playing like a free-for-all with like 6 or 8 players, whereas this is 2v2v2. So it's a bit of a different dynamic to what those experienced players are used to as well. Whereas the Laser and Max Packs, actually, you know, these Protoss and Zerg pro teams have a little bit more experience in this specific format. We'll see if they've learned their lesson from the last game. So far, looks like Wayne and Laser get control of the middle. They're getting a nice big income bonus once again, and they're going for the gold base. Now, in the last game, they went and expanded in front of the Protoss team and took these gold bases, which was a ridiculous idea because it painted a target on their back, put them between the opponents. But because the Protosses both walled off and played Sky Toss, it kind of worked out. Now, I'm really hoping Max Packs and Skillers learn from that last game and realize that ground armies are the way to go. If you want, you can have one player play Sky Toss, but the other player should be playing ground units to try to make sure you can really actually capture the point and bully your opponent off it at the right time. Oh my god, look at that worker transfer. Is that a 15 worker transfer? What the hell? 14 workers going straight onto just 6 gold mineral patches. That is a disgusting jump in your income once that kicks in. You see, it's really low, 400 minerals a minute because he lost mining time, and watches these gold minerals return. He's like, oh, I'm back up to a normal player's economy. And now I'm a lot higher, and now I'm higher again. 1,400, 1,500 minerals a minute is where it's going to stabilize. That is disgusting. That is brutal economy, man. And of course, the Laser's taking the other gold base up front as well. Now, Ilias in the top right has gone for a 1-gate expand into Twilight Council. Zayed is doing a 1-racks expand into 3 racks. This might have been a command center first, actually. That's a pretty fast orbital. Yeah, that's a command center first. Very nice. Max going to chrono boost some adapts forward, realizing I cannot let you get away with this gold base income. Okay, I like that they've caught on and clued onto this. Max is like, look, those Zergs are a problem. I cannot let them get the gold bases. And then he's going to shade up here. Okay, yeah, he's going to shade up. Oh, he cancelled his shade. No, go. The gold base is right there, Max. What are you doing? Don't give them free income. My god, the Zergs have had a free pass in this show match series. It is actually ridiculous that they are getting away with this. This is like a clear, exposed base that cannot be easily defended. Finally, Max is going to group his adepts and move up there. He's dilly-dallied for a while. Already double rich gas as well. The gas income is going to shoot through the roof here for a Laser. The adepts coming forward. It looks like only now as he stumbles upon the base does he realize it's been taken. Every game up to now, there's even a game I haven't cast for you guys that we did at the very start. Exact same thing. A Laser rushed all the gold bases. These players don't learn. Max stumbles across the base and is like, wait, you already have the gold? He's been taking it every game. Sorry if I sound frustrated. It's because I am. Link speed comes out for Wayne. He's going to shut down the adept harass. The Laser will be able to get back to mining pretty quickly. He's already transferred workers to the other gold base, and he's taking the gold base in front of the Terran and Protoss, the experienced players on the other side as well. Oh, these savages. Max somehow is able to steal the point right now for a little bit of income, but Zergling speed will come in and take it. It's only 50 seconds left. Are these guys going to be able to do anything? It looks like charge kicked in. So, okay, so Ilias is going for like a 4-gate. Oh, actually, it's like a 7-gate charge. So Ilias and 3 racks with Stim for Zayed. So they could move forward, but they need to go right now. There's only 40 seconds left. Stalkers with Blink almost finished and +1 for Skillus coming forward off 2 base. Max going for Robo. And it looks like Glaive Adepts. Oh, Max is going to go for the Glaive Adept steal. I love it. I think he can barely get there in time, though. He's waited a while. Zayed's moving forward, as is Ilias in the top right. Our teal team's coming forward to try to steal the point. Wayne is on the point. There's no way Zerglings will hang on to this, though. I think, once again, the Zergs are going to be more focused on greed. They're going to have to give this point up as the Stalkers and the Zealots come forward. They start fighting the Stalkers of Skillus. But as the Adepts come forward, that's going to be hard to fight. Adepts and Stalkers on the point. Here comes Ilias. I don't know if that's enough Zealots. I don't think it is. But the Marines for Zayed coming in with the DPS behind it. They bully the Protoss team off the point and get the hell out of there. The experienced Beast of the Hill pros come in and do a nice one. I love the Stim to run away as well. He's got to get out of there with anything again. It was a good fight in terms of cost efficiency for the Protoss team. But at the end of the day, I don't think Zayed and Ilias care. As long as they get that point, they're happy. Now, there is a gold base they haven't spotted right in front of them right now, and another one going down. A Laser's getting away with murder on that income as he goes up to Hive. Looks like both him and Wayne are going for Zergling upgrades right now. Trying to play that Math Zergling style. MaxVax is going to go over there with Adepts. There's plenty of Zerglings to deal with them if they're in the right position. Zerglings dealing with the Stalkers right now. The Adepts are going to go for it. I think that's more than enough Zerglings. Bad shade for MaxVax. His Adepts all getting surrounded and strung out. They do micro into the corner, but they've already lost most of their numbers. More Adepts warping on the right side, trying to hurt Laser's income. Looks like the Marines denied the minerals from the gold as well by doing that across the mineral patch. Okay, our red Protoss team denies a hatchery, starts fighting over here, but that is an immense amount of Zerglings. We need recall. We need a recall. Ooh, but the Zergs actually back off, interestingly enough. Skillet somehow still holding the middle point. I don't know how. Our top right team, Ilias. What's he got? He's going 3-base cannon. He's now going for blink and double upgrades. So he's just going gateway units, double upgrades to try to shove off the point. Zayad's just going mass marine. Looks like Medivacs and tanks might join in a little bit. And Skillet's trying to survive with his Stalkers, but Stalker's getting out-swarmed here by the Zerglings. That's why you're going to need Zealot, Archon, or Adept. The Adepts come in for MaxVax. He actually clears the Laser's mineral line. Dude, the pro players are fighting to the death right now. And this is the thing. A Laser wants to get ahead by abusing the gold minerals. The Protoss players want to desperately stop that happen so that it doesn't end up like the last couple games where the Zerg's way ahead at a lot of positions and has a way bigger army. Even if they lost that last game, they still had a way bigger army. It should have won. But Zayad and Ilias are getting ignored on the right side. The Zergs are kind of getting ganked. Putting these gold bases out puts a big target on your back, and their opponents are finally learning. A Laser and Wayne both sub 100 supply. Skillet and MaxVax a little bit ahead of them there. But Zayad and Ilias are just able to macro freely, clean up a single gold base in front of them, and they're not having to stress too much. MaxVax gets in there with Dark Templar right now as well. Looks like he's hitting multiple bases with Dark Templar. He's actually doing really big damage. The Dark Templar do start getting cleaned up by the Overseers. A minute and a half until the next touchdown. Remember, right now, it is 1 goal for Team Ilias, Team Zayad. Our pro... I was going to say Bronze to GM, but Beast of the Hill players is the right word there. And these pro players, man... Stalkers are really good, but Stalkers aren't going to be able to push your opponent off the point. They have very low damage. Stalkers' advantage is their maneuverability. So Skillet needs to go for a better set of chunky fighting units. Archons are amazing at capturing the point, as long as there's no EMP to get rid of them, which there is not right now. It's just pure Marine. Zealots. Wait, do we have glaives? No glaives yet for Ilias. Ilias is making glaives and Psystorm, though. Yeah, Ilias wants to dive in, drop storms, use Archon, Zealot, Adapt to push the opponent off the point, and they want to just steal another point. Now, the Stalkers engaging this army far away and picking away at it is a good idea, because when push comes to shove on the point, the Stalkers aren't going to be able to hold their ground. But if they can engage far away and kite backwards to the point, that's what they can do nicely. Now, the Protoss players seem to be learning from their previous games. They're going mass ground, our pro Protoss players. They're going to try and hold on to that. But look at this. Zayad has an immense Marine count. That is 60 Marines with +1 weapons. They're going to be coming south. 25 seconds left. The Zergs are not even contesting. They got bruised up. They lost too many bases. They're rebuilding. This is between our pro Protoss team and our pro Beast of the Hill players. Can our pro Beast of the Hill players put up a fight? This looks like a lot of army on this point. Dark Templar, Zealots mixed in. But that is a crazy Marine count. Zayad's going to shove in. Oh, he doesn't see the Dark Templar. He hasn't scanned. He doesn't notice about the Dark Templar. Adept shading it on the south here for Ilias. He shades in 0.1 second before the point gets gone. And Skillet blinks his Stalkers back. Skillet's instincts kicked in and said, oh, it's Stalkers. I need to blink back. But blinking back gave up control of the point. Zayad comes in, takes out some more. Okay, that was a big overcommitment for Zayad. Zayad did just lose a lot of units that he probably shouldn't have. But you could see the way Skillet's instincts kicked in. Rather than stutter stepping forward onto the point to maintain control, he started blinking backwards. And that is what allowed them to steal that point. You can see how tactical and technical this is. That is the Ilias special. Getting in there with the Adept shading just before it ticks onto 0 seconds. And then everything else collapsing on the point with a righteous fury. That is the way these guys do it. It's not about being efficient. It is about shoving in with everything you've got in the shortest possible time frame, stealing that point, and then doing what you can. And I love that, you know, these guys really, at this point, it's you guys are on 0-0 versus a team that's on 2. You need to go and attack the player in the top right. It's obvious. It's a free-for-all. 3-team free-for-all. Guys, this is like just you know, the Protoss and Zerg tribes are just fighting each other. Meanwhile, the disgusting Beast of the Hill pro gamer colonial faction in the top right, they're coming in and they're just like, oh yeah, you guys keep fighting each other. We're going to take everything. We're going to screw you guys over. You guys have to put aside the old hatreds. The goddamn Infernal Legion or whatever they're called are up here in the top right. But we've got the orcs, the Zerg players, and the humans, the Protoss, who are just like, no, age-old conflict, gotta keep fighting, man. No! Where is Thrall when you need him? Where's the Mediv resurrected in Raven form to tell people to bloody join? You guys have to stop fighting. It's a minute 20 until the other team wins. You guys need to go kill them. Why are you fighting each other? Pro gamers are actually stupid. I think they might be dumb. I think their brains are broken by this game mode. Their instincts are taking over. They go, there's a Zerg player next to me. I gotta fight him. No, no, no. You guys clearly need to type in chat. Hey guys, they on 2 points. We on 0. Let's go fight them. 5-minute truce. Something like that. That's all you need to do. These guys are not typing to each other at all. There's zealots in the back door while the lurkers push the front base. It's all tit for tat. It's like, oh, you attacked me on the front. I have to zealot backstab you. No, you don't. Turn the other cheek, mate. You guys have to fight over the middle. They're starting to tag the middle. Zayad's coming in with mass marine tank, mass zealot Archon Storm on the right. If they get one more point, they win here. So come on, guys. You got to get on that point right now. Maxpac's a little slow to get here, but he should get there in time. The Zergs are going to counterattack the Terran, which makes perfect sense. Coming in and trying to counterattack the top right team makes perfect sense. Maxpax is still warping zealots in the Zerg's base. Why? You guys need to form an alliance. Oh my god, these guys are so stupid. Pro gamers, they don't understand diplomacy. They're very good at war. They're not good at the diplomacy side. Here comes a big fight. Great storms from Maxpax, but they need to get on the point. They cannot give up the point. The zealots are pushing them off the point. There's storms and zealots. And the marine firepower pushes them off the point. And Zayad and Ilias wreck the Protoss and Zerg pro teams. 3-0. Do you know how rare it is there's a 3-0? When I watch tournaments of this, so people who play this regularly, they almost always, when a team gets to 2 points, everyone else is like, where are they? Oh, they're bottom right. They're top. Okay, they're top right. Okay, everyone, let's truce until we kill top right. At least kill most of their bases, and then we can go back to fighting each other. And what I've even seen games where like the player ends up floating a command center to the corner, rebuilding some stuff on an island, and then sneaking a point 15 minutes later because everyone thinks they're dead and getting a surprise victory. But like that, it's diplomacy, man. You gotta do that. And if Zayad and Ilias are smart in that scenario, they basically just turtle up. They don't even try to contest the center. They just turtle up, make it hard to attack into them, and then they try to steal the point a bit later. But because these pro players did not work together, 0 diplomatic skills, they are simple barbarians. Zayad and Ilias take it out. Surprise everybody. I thought they might win. I did not think they would 3-0. That is absolutely ridiculous. GG, well played.